As we close, let me ask you a question. As you were listening to us talk about Door County Bridges, did some of you have doubts or thoughts in your mind like, I'm just not the right person to be an American Connection friend, or I'm too busy, or I'm not eloquent enough, or we're just too busy? I know somebody in the Bible who had some very similar doubts and thoughts, and his name was Moses. And when God called Moses to lead the people out of Israel, Moses didn't jump on board, very much like the thoughts you just had. He said, I'm not eloquent enough. Find somebody else. I'm too insecure. But God never changed his mind about Moses. Instead, God reminded Moses that it really wasn't about his ability, but it's about his willingness to trust in the power and the presence of God to use him. And once Moses stepped forward, God used him in an incredible, wonderful way. And the truth is, he can do the same thing for you as you step forward and consider becoming an American Connection friend. I know some of you heard those same thoughts that Moses had, and your mind is filled with every reason as to why you shouldn't get involved. But I believe what God wants you to hear is that God uses ordinary people to do extraordinary things. And I believe that God could use you to change the life of a student who came to work this summer as a J1 student in Door County. And you don't have to have all the answers. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be eloquent. God just asks you to step forward in faith. And he is able and desires to use your willingness to pour into the life of one of these students. So don't listen to the lies that say you're not enough, you're too busy. I want to strongly encourage you to consider getting engaged with Door County Bridges, whether it's as an American Connection friend, and we desperately need those. Last year, we had about 100 students sign up for an American Connection friend that we were unable to match them with. So we desperately need you to do that. So just as God used Moses, I believe he can use you. Please, at the end of the service, go and talk with the liaison. There's a table, there's a sign-up sheet. You can ask any questions. And I believe that God can use you in a significant and beautiful way this summer. God bless, and thank you for considering that.